Children, today we are going to see a new topic about ethers. Ethers are a class of organic compound in which an oxygen atom is connected to two alkyl groups or two aryl groups. What is alkyl? What is aryl? Aryl means compound containing benzene ring. Alkyl, ordinary straight chain compounds. So the formula for aliphatic ethers are CnH2n plus 2 into O. This is the formula for aliphatic ethers. Now these ethers classified into two types. First one is simple ether. The second one is mixed ethers. What is meant by simple ethers? Both alkyl or aryl group attached to oxygen atom are same. For example, O connected to same alkyl group. Methyl, methyl, dimethyl ether. Otherwise, ethyl group, diethyl ether, mixed ether. This one example. CH3OC2H5. This is methyl, this is ethyl. So if there are two groups, see the alphabetical order. Alphabetical order means E comes first. So ethyl, methyl, ether. Not methyl, ethyl, ether. Ethyl, methyl, ether. According to the alphabetical order. Regarding IUPAC name, this O should join with the smallest group. If both the groups are same, O can join with any one. If there are two different groups, O should be joining with the smallest group. So if you are taking this one, methoxymethane, ethoxyethane. Ethane means two carbon atom. Two carbon. Meth means one carbon atom. Regarding this one, here methyl, ethyl. When comparing the both, this one is the smallest. So O should join with this. So methoxyethane. This comes the first. Prefix. Methoxyethane. Likewise, you have to arrange. One more example we can see for aromatic ethers. See, aromatic means compound should contain benzene ring. O, one more benzene ring. This is phenoxybenzene. Both aryl groups. These are alkyl groups. Aryl. So phenoxybenzene. One more we can write for this one. This is another compound. Methoxybenzene. Small group, methoxybenzene. This is mixed ethers. Both are different. One is alkyl, other one is aryl. Now, we are going to learn about structure. Structure of ethers. See, general formula for ethers are ROR. Here the functional group is O, oxygen. Here this oxygen has two lone pair of electrons. Two lone pair of electrons and two bonds connected with the alkyl group. So we can say this oxygen as ethereal oxygen. Always this oxygen is referred as ethereal oxygen. So here now we can write this lone pair like this. See, O, one lone pair, another lone pair, then the two bonds, and this is the alkyl group. So if you are taking as methyl group CH3, similarly if this carbon, regarding this carbon also, 3 hydrogen atoms, children, you see these two lone pairs can be represented like this, and this oxygen having the two bonds connected with the two bulky groups. Now it is said that this oxygen is sp3 hybridized and this carbon is also sp3 hybridized. How we can say it is sp3 hybridized? Regarding oxygen atom, you see there are two lone pair, and these two are bond pairs. 2 plus 2, totally 4 electron pairs. If there is 1 means it is S, 2 means Sp, 3 means Sp2, 4 means Sp3. So it is Sp3 hybridized. Similarly, regarding carbon, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 bond pairs. Whether it is a bond pair, whether it is a lone pair, it doesn't matter, but it is having 4 electron pairs. So this carbon is also said to be sp3 hybridized. Similarly, this carbon sp3 hybridized. This oxygen is also sp3 hybridized. So here 4 orbitals gets hybridized. So oxygen having 4 hybrid orbital, carbon is also 4 hybrid orbital. So 3 oxygen and both the carbons are sp3 hybridized. So generally, if it is sp3 hybridization means the shape should be tetrahedral, and the bond angle is if the shape is tetrahedral, if it is sp3 hybridized, the shape should be tetrahedral and the bond angle is 109 degree and 5 minutes. But here in your book, the bond angle given for this one is 111.7 degree. What is the reason for that? Because this carbon is bonded with the two bulky group. So interaction takes place. That's called repulsive interaction between the both. So it expands due to the interaction, repulsive interaction. The shape get expanded and we getting a large angle when compared to 109 degrees. So the angle get increased to 117 degree. Similarly, this bond distance is 141 picometer. This also 141 picometer. So based upon this only it is given, but this and all not given in the book. Generally it is given oxygen atom is sp3 hybridized, carbon is also sp3 hybridized. So 2 sigma bonds, the bond between this carbon and oxygen, because they linearly overlap, so 2 sigma bond is formed here. 1 sigma bond, 2 sigma bond. 2 sigma bonds are formed here. CO bond is sigma bond. So the COC bond is also slightly greater than the tetrahedral bond angle 109 degree 5 minutes. This is the structure for ethers. Now IUPAC naming, already I taught. This is the ethereal oxygen. If for example, if the compound is like this, means common name is dimethyl ether, IUPAC name is methoxymethane. O should combine with the smallest group, but here, since here both the groups are same, O can combine with any other group. One more example I'll show. CH3O, CH3, CH3. See here O in the middle. Both the sides, two groups are there. This one already you know, methyl group. This one you see, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, three carbon. That is in branch. It is called as isopropyl. So isopropyl, according to the alphabetical order, isopropyl methyl ether. Isopropyl methyl ether. IUPAC name. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Second carbon containing methoxy. So 2-methoxy propane. IUPAC name. 2-methoxy propane. One more example you'll see. Consider this one. Consider this one. See, this one is a methoxy group. This one you see, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Second carbon having methoxy, one more branch methyl group. So how will you write? A common name means this is methyl. So this is the carbon, three more carbon attached. So tertiary butyl methyl ether. Tertiary butyl methyl ether. IUPAC name is 2-methoxy 2-methoxy 2-methyl propane. Likewise, it is given in a book page 133 and 134, the IUPAC naming. Children, you can go through. It's clearly given in a book. You can go through and you can learn. Next, we are going to learn preparation of ethers. Preparation of ethers. There are three methods to follow. First method, intermolecular dehydration of alcohol. Intermolecular dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration means removal of water molecule. Intermolecular means between two molecules. Alcohol means compound containing OH group. So we are taking ethyl alcohol, CH3, CH2, OH. Ethyl alcohol or ethanol, two molecules in the presence of H2SO4, 413 Kelvin. Here two molecules, CH3, CH2, OH plus CH3, CH2, OH. Water molecule removed. So remaining CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3 plus water. This one ethyl group, this one ethyl group, diethyl ether. One of the preparation. Diethyl ether. Number 2. Williamson synthesis. Williamson synthesis. Here CH3ONA, sodium methoxide, heated with alkyl halide, C2H5Br, ethyl bromide. On heating, NaBr removed. Remaining as it is, you write CH3O, C2H5, ethyl, methyl, ether. Why I am writing ethyl first? According to the alphabetical order. Ethyl, methyl, ether. plus NABR. Third one, methylation of alcohol. Take ethyl alcohol treated with diazomethane. Methane means CH4, 4 hydrogen atom. Instead of the 2 hydrogen atom, N2 is replaced. So its name is diazomethane in the presence of fluoroboric acid, HBF4 on heating. Fluoroboric acid. Here, this CH2 joins with this H. So what is the product? CH3, CH2, O, CH2 joined with this H, CH3 plus N2 moves out, nitrogen, in the presence of a catalyst, fluoroboric acid. So this is ethyl methyl ether. So these preparations, everything given in book page number 134 and 135. So I have to learn this and all, these three preparation you have to learn, structure of functional group you have to learn, what are simple and mixed ethers, the definition you have to learn with one example or two example each. General formula for ethers you have to learn, what is meant by ethers you have to learn, IUPAC naming, common naming, everything given clearly in the book. Go through, children, from book page number 132 to 138. Here the chemical properties, physical properties, everything I have given in the video. You go through, and if you can't understand, means you can call back to me, or you can talk to me. The use of anisole also given in book page number 139. It is used in the synthesis of perfumes, insecticide, then for pharmaceutical agent, like was given in page 1. That also you have to learn.